Hey guys, Becky here with Design Bundles, and I'm super excited to have you join me today because we have a really awesome tutorial here for you. Super easy. We are using ProCreate to set up and print a sublimation design. Now, the first step of printing, or rather creating and then printing designs from ProCreate, is I came out here to designbundles.net and grabbed a few elements that I want to work with. Now, it's just important to say that you can create your own sublimation designs in ProCreate, but I really love being able to come out here. This is part of my Plus membership, and I can grab some quick and easy files that make it super quick and easy to print out these sublimation designs. So I'm going to grab these and go ahead and download them to my iPad, and then we can reconvene and bring those into ProCreate to set up and then print the follow-up design. Now, once the downloads are done, go ahead and open ProCreate, and you're going to hit the little plus sign to create a new little canvas sheet. And also, let's make sure that whatever size we make our sheet, whatever size we make our canvas, is going to be the same size that's set up on our printer. Now, I'm printing using an Epson 7710, and what that means is that my 7710 is set up currently on the printer itself for 13 by 19 sheets. So I had to make sure that the design page that I was setting up was also 13 by 19. That way it all prints out correctly, because that is one thing that the iPad cannot do. You cannot go in and change the size of your printer setting sheet. Okay, so just start off with whatever you're going to print on, whatever your printer is set up to print on, and then take it from there. But for me, that was 13 by 19, so here we are. Now, once we get that squared away and we open up our new page, then we can go to our little actions icon and import the elements that we downloaded. Now, I downloaded these from my Plus membership, and I was pleasantly surprised to find out that I did not have to unzip these, okay? But if you go in and you go to import these and they're not readily available, then you can hold down your pencil and use the uncompress feature to go ahead and take care of that. Now, I imported both of these at the same time, but you can go up to your layers icon to rearrange how these show up, okay, in what order. So I was able to move the little brushstroke file underneath, and then I can go in to that specific layer, size it, make changes, but it is on a different layer than what my text design is. Now, of course, under the adjustment screen, there are lots of fun features to play with if you need to come in and adjust any of your colors. You can just take a look, just go ahead and play around with that. There's lots of really fun things to do, and I feel like playing around in the software is half the battle of learning how to set up and print these designs. So that's going to help you break out and break away from just using the same old set up and print, is just getting comfortable. So get comfortable with the software, and then we will take a look at what we're going to do to finish this design. Now, another really neat feature, I use this a lot for backgrounds, is that you can come into the layer and you can change the transparency setting. All right, now I feel like that's important for backgrounds because you don't always want a really strong background, because like in this case, it can really overtake your design. So what I like to do is go ahead and change that, get it to more of a transparent, more of a faded look. Does that make any sense? And then I can combine my two layers by clicking on that in icon and choosing merge down. So then I can size the design. You can actually go ahead and use the little icon up there to go ahead and flip your design also, just in case your printer isn't set up to do that for you automatically. So go ahead and mirror it, go ahead and get it the size that you need, come back into your gallery, select that file, and then you can choose to share it, and you will actually share it to your printer. Now, once you're in your printer options, you will select the printer that you're going to work with. And then you do, like in this case, I do have the option if I want to use it for black and white or anything like that, but I was not able to really go in depth the same that I normally would for sublimation printing. So just make sure that all of that, at least in my case, I was able to make sure that all of that was already set up in my Epson 7710, and that way I would still get really awesome print results. But for the most part, guys, that is the ins and outs of being able to not only combine some elements, make some minor adjustments, but we set up our file and printed directly from our iPad. So guys, how did you feel about using ProCreate to set up and print our sublimation design? Now, I think it's really cool, especially if you are an iPad native. I'll admit that I struggle a little bit more than I should. I'm not an Apple user, but I am learning. And guys, if I can learn it, you can too. So hopefully you found this easy to follow. Hopefully you learned a few things today, because it is definitely a very useful and quick and easy way to get those designs cranking out for your sublimation. Now guys, if you have any questions, make sure you leave those below. Even if I don't know the answer, we will find it out together, okay? I do appreciate you. I appreciate you stopping by. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share with a crafty friend. Maybe give it a like or a thumbs up, because all of that helps us to support the channel and to keep bringing you these crafty videos in the future. So I'm going to wrap it up for today, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you again next time.